Before I reflect on season 1 of the Health and Wealth podcast, I want to go back further. Long before there was a microphone, long before there were episodes or outlines or even language for what this would become, there was a knowing, not a plan, not a goal, a kind of soul desire. It showed up gently, as warmth, as expansion. It lived in my chest, not my jaw. When I thought about creating this space, my body did not tense. It did not rush ahead to outcomes or validation or visibility. It actually softened. There was energy there, but not anxiety. Movement without urgency. The kind of desire that does not shout, it actually hums. I knew I would do this work even if no one was listening, even if no one was watching, because it did not need to be witnessed to be real. It already was. There are desires that ask to be proven, and then there are desires that ask to be honored. This was the second kind, the kind that does not require external validation to feel true, even though validation may come. The kind that is fueled not by compassion or performance, but by alignment. And when you move towards something like that, there is no rush, just a quiet yes. Not the kind of yes that explodes into celebration, not euphoria, something deeper, a remembering, a fitting back into yourself. That was the beginning of health and wealth. This season was never meant to rush past you. It was designed to move at the pace of realisticity, to offer space where complexity could soften or truth could rise without force. Every conversation was an invitation, not to do more, but to come closer to the experience of being you. Because long before money becomes a strategy or even a structure, it is a sensation. It's a relationship, a story your body already knows. Have you ever noticed how money does not just live in numbers? How it actually arrives as a feeling before it becomes a thought. How certain choices feel open and expansive, while others create a tightening, a quiet urgency, even before the reasoning appears. This season began with that noticing, not as something to fix, but as something worth honoring. Because money, for so many of us, it's never something we engage with in isolation. It is shaped by memory, by safety, by moments when we feel supported or alone while making choices that matter. Throughout the season, wealth was never offered as a destination. It was explored as a state, one that grows from the inside out. A state shaped by your body, by your nervous system, by the stories you have lived, absorbed, and adapted to, often long before you had language for them. And running through every conversation, steady, quiet, essential, was authenticity. Not authenticity as performance, not as a version of yourself you declare or defend. Authenticity as a relationship, as a willingness to listen inwardly, to stay connected to yourself, even when things feel uncertain, even when growth asks something of you. Because before success becomes visible, it becomes internal. Before wealth takes shape in the world, it organizes itself within you. Through how you meet challenge, through how you relate to rest, through how you assign meaning to effort. This season gently shifted that attention away from outcomes and towards foundations. Foundations rooted in regulation, your body's ability to feel supported enough to pause, to assess, to choose rather than react. Foundations rooted in relationship, how you experience giving and receiving, responsibility and freedom, ambition and care. And foundations rooted in story, the patterns you learn through observation and experience, the ones that quietly influence how safe or strained your life feels today. Very early on, the body made itself known as an essential participant in the conversation, because your body notices before your mind explains. It actually responds before meaning is assigned, through breath, posture, tension, and ease. Your system is always communicating what feels aligned and what does not feel aligned. When the nervous system is overwhelmed, your world contracts. Options narrow. Urgency takes over. But when that nervous system senses support, perspective widens. Choices return. Practices like breath, movement, and rest were never introduced as solutions. They were offered as access points, ways back to clarity, to coherence, to authenticity that can actually be sustained. Because adjusting rhythm does not remove difficulty, it changes how difficulty is met. As that foundation settled, the stories followed. Long before financial literacy, many of us learned how value feels through effort and response, through reaching and waiting, through what was rewarding and what went unseen. Those experiences did not disappear. They actually became internal reference points. They influence whether money feels supportive or stressful, whether work feels meaningful or depleting, whether receiving feels natural or complicated. Throughout the season, these stories were held with curiosity, not as something to correct, but as something to understand. Because when a story is brought into awareness, it loosens. And in that loosening, authenticity has room to breathe. From this place, authenticity revealed itself not as an identity, but as a practice of listening, of honoring signals, of staying in relationship with yourself as you evolved. When bodily signals are ignored, dissonance builds. When they're acknowledged, trust grows. That trust shapes decisions. Those decisions shape patterns. And over time, those patterns become the life you inhabit. Authenticity allows ambition without self-betrayal, growth without fragmentation, visibility without strain. It becomes an internal agreement to stay with yourself, even through change. And so, as this first season comes to a close, the invitation remains simple. Notice where effort feels supportive. Notice where urgency has replaced curiosity. Notice what shifts when you pause. Not to stop moving, but to move with yourself again. Coming back to yourself does not require abandoning ambition. It actually asks you to build from truth, from presence, from authenticity. Because real well-being, felt as steadiness, connection, and choice, grows where there is room for rhythm. And that rhythm, my friends, returns again and again. Every time you allow yourself to pause, to listen, to come back to breath, to your body, to your authenticity, to you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me in conversation and in bringing this soul desire of mine into a beautiful being. Until next time, this is Health and Wealth.